Hello, people. I have to light a cigarette at this point because this is the fourth effing time I'm doing this. I had one that was all done and whatnot, and then I deleted it for cussing too much, and then I did the second one, and I went like 10 minutes in and realized that I'd never pressed record, and then I was doing just now, and it was nice and smooth and on track, and like 6 minutes in, almost through the first pick, and size limit reached, and my phone cut the video off, so I had to go and delete a bunch of stuff and make rooms. Here we are. 4 o'clock in the morning. I wish I could sound more enthused, but with that said, and for the fourth time, and I promise it was much more eloquently worded before, but Pete from PA, congratulations, my friend. What an absolute monster of an accomplishment. The newest official member of the Covert Instruments Roundtable. He's up there in the realm and the likes of people like McNally and LPL now. He's better than all the rest of us, and we're never going to get to see, hear from, or talk to him again because we're the little people now. No, I'm playing. He's a hell of a dude and still the exact same person. Just badass, though. I really hope it turns into lots of great things for him. I taught him everything that I know, and then despite all that, he still managed to learn all the rest himself and managed to build up a little bit of talent. That's supposed to be a joke. Again, 4 o'clock in the morning. So here we go. Sargent Signature Series. Purple belt lock. Dual locking bars on here. One here. They're controlled by these little steel buttons that you see right there. Why is it open? Well, on this lock in particular, sometimes you can jump past these sidebars. Sometimes, just as these, I like to call them buttons, as the little buttons will cause a false positive on a binding pin or even hang up and catch your hook sometimes, that sort of thing. You can also accidentally pop them back and forth while setting pins. I've also found that lifting up a little bit as I pick makes it more possible for that to happen. This one, particularly counterclockwise, if I pick it properly in such a way that the final pin that needs picked is pin number 2, then when I hit pin number 2, it'll just go plop on over. So I started with it open so that I could do this. I could show you this, and I can do that real fast. All right, so you can hear that clicking. And then this way, if all goes well, and I manage to pop it open in one action, rather than having to treat it as 2 separate locking mechanisms, you know that there is in fact a sidebar there still, because I'm not going to gut this. Also, this is the preferred tool for hitting those buttons. It works better than anything. Even a good multi-pick, you'll find that you have a hard time levering off of something to push. And then if you do, you have a hard time getting right in there on those buttons, because the one on this side are kind of buried in this warding right here. So I can't think of anything else to ramble or waste time with. Here we go. Man, I love cigarettes. I can't get enough. Okay. Good focus check. I think that's about as good as we're going to get image quality, people. Maybe I can turn this way. I wish that I could let you look like right at the keyway, but I don't know. I like this Bosnian Bill style angle just fine too. Reaper Turner 50,000. This is a little wallered out though. And then it's not the fingers. This is bare bones, one of the sets of 3 picks. It's not the fingers though. I can't think of what they're. No, it is the fingers. This is the finger. There's one called 3 bones. There's wishbones, 3 bones, and then the fingers. And this is one of the fingers. I think the pointer finger. 20,000. All right, here we go. Now my head's bumping into the light. Well, that looks okay, actually. A little bit more shadow. Yeah, that's going to work all right. Okay. All right. Here. Oh, man. There we go. I was right, like, this far away from setting and then slipped off the tip and couldn't find it. Also, because of those little buttons, when you go to set a pin, tilting your pick over and lifting and then moving it back really seems to make all the difference when you're trying to navigate. You know what? I think I possibly even overset that. Oh, yeah. It doesn't matter anyway, because here's the key. Okay. Now, all right, now let's do this. Damn, 7 minutes and 30 seconds in before we start picking. The other videos were better. My cigarette relit itself. Gotta take a puff. There goes the lighting. Now it's a proper Badger video. Just smoke and disappointment everywhere. I try to remember to bookmark this one so y'all can skip past the nonsense. See the picking. Okie dokie. The one. And I believe I've done this right. 1, 2, here's 3. And there it goes. See what I'm saying? It went right over without having to do anything to either of those sidebars. And now we shall go the other way. Hans, prepare the other way. The other way requires much smoke. So pretty straightforward, pretty much a standard pin pick. This way is going to be a little bit more difficult because watch this lock too. I don't have it properly braced in there. That wiggle messes with me quite a bit. Actually, I ought to just take a second here to just shove something in there if I can. Whoopie daisy. No, that's not going to do it. So, good enough. Here we go. Oh, no, that twisted. Let me get a wider turning tool here because I just ate some brass out of there. I don't like that. Try and get that down. Feels like number 3 wants to go this time first. See, I don't know if that was it or not. Because so I feel more comfortable with that click. Yeah, that's good. I felt it drop back down. Pin placement is what's really important in here because those little buttons on either side love to give you false feedback or make you feel like, and there's a lot of different things in here that will make noises that sound an awful lot like a set pin, but they're not. Now we go for number 1. Okay. Also, you see how much I was slipping around? It's a very fine tip. Probably better with a flatter hook. And they've got very nice round key pins. Pin pick placement, again, is so important. You get lost and they're so easy. And you hear all the different little clicking noises. Number 4. I've lost it. Okay. 5. 6. So 2 is the, and there it goes. I don't know what happened because I barely just even touched. And again, I actually did, well, like I said, I've done this a few times and I did get it picked. Like I had to have it open, you know. And I had to pick both the sidebars at one point. At one point, it even gave me a lot of trouble. So I don't know, man. It's hit or miss, really. I think the way you move around this core, see, it's locking back up there. But then when you pull up a little bit, you can pop that bar. If you hear it. So this lock may just be getting, I wonder if I can spin it all the way around. It doesn't look like it. Hey. That one's more stiff. Pull up on it. No, can't pop past that one. If I can pop right past that one. So, I don't know. Maybe this one is wearing out a bit. You guys can tell me what you think. But that is certain secret. So, how do you do me Spanish like